Disgrunteled.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, alright,
We choose to go to the moon.
you son of a bitch, I'm in.
What's your name?
That's Joey.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name?
Good morning, Angel.
What was said was for you and for you alone.
And don't worry about the days.
What days?
Did I do that?
Welcome back to
Welcome.
the 14th episode of the Angel and Joey show.
Starting so late
Where?
because of this
Because
one over here.
If you saw my Instagram story, I should have gone on live. You would have got a notification then. Doggo, if you were trying to sit down.
Get her, bub.
Over here.
Nah,
Sit.
and he's down.
So was cool as a cucumber, freshly breakfast all up, and sitting here waiting, texting, calling. I even used the Instagram call feature. So here we are. Hopefully it's filming. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm warm. What the is up, Kyle? You seen that fine? What the is up, Kyle? No, what the See, now you have to bleep those out.
I'll just leave him.
That's fine. It's part of.
Send it to your mother.
It's part. As if.
Okay, so I mean, since you were late, I had no time to prep my internet things of the week. Oh, there was this one thing I wanted to show you.
How was your mother loving week?
Did you do anything for Mother's Day?
No.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
I went to work.
As did I. And then we had some crab.
Crab.
And,
I've never had crab.
Never? Do you like fish?
Yeah, I like fish. I'm not allergic to it. But I just never had crab. I had imitation crab meat.
Speaking of crab meat. I don't know if I have enough time. I don't know why Just Announced was trending the other day.
Just announced.
Yeah, it was like Just Announced, and they were just posting a whole bunch of things where Just Announced. But somewhere in this Krabby Patty bikini popped up.
So
on
that's
there.
weird that you mentioned the Krabby Patty because yesterday we got interrupted, but I was mentioning poop. The SpongeBob SquarePants like Patty introduction video. Like it's called like Patty's something. I can't remember what it is, but it's poop. That's all I have. Go ahead.
That's all I had.
It's a look. If you were at the beach, it'd be like, haha, look at that. And then that's it.
If you were wearing that, I'd be like, is she mentally okay?
I mean, I feel like people could pull it off. I mean, it has all the pieces. Like it has like the little garters, the little waist strap thingy. I mean, it looks cute. It looks accurate as well. Oh, those are buns. Haha. But ew, a front bun? A front bun. That's gross. It's weird to have a front bun. Oh, it doesn't sound as gross now.
It doesn't sound pleasant.
No. It's not funny though.
You know what
Anyway.
is also not funny?
What, you oversleeping because you went to sleep at 7 o'clock in the morning?
7 o'clock.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. It's just when things get better.
But
Nothing
nothing ever seems the same.
It's something
Waking up in
about
the morning, put my hair and makeup on.
Something. Okay, so we're just going to have a game
Okay,
time because
no.
we don't have that much time.
No, we need to get to this because it's been passed off on many episodes.
I'm not depressed. I am, but I'm not I haven't been prescribed.
That's because you don't go to a doctor to
Uh,
get checked out.
Pot, kettle, black.
Have you been to a therapist?
No, because I don't have money and I won't have insurance soon.
Oh my gosh, did you watch SNL with Elon Musk?
I'm never watching SNL. There's nobody that's gonna make me watch
He was
SNL.
so weird.
Also, I don't like. Isn't he like a freaking ass?
No.
Really? Oh.
He's got Asperger's. You can't say that.
You know what? Illness does not prevent anybody from being an ass.
He just can't help it. It's the Asperger's.
Well, I don't know anything about him. I just like, word on the street is, or that I
he's
assume
just like a big old troll.
a
He's
billionaire
an
troll.
internet troll.
Billionaire? He's a billionaire?
The 150
Oh,
billionaire.
there's trillionaires. I didn't know if he was like that far gone.
No, he's the richest American.
He's the rich. What about Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, Bezos is one step below Elon.
Elon.
I don't know.
Ew.
Sometimes I hear people say Elon, and I was like, is that the right way to say it? And then his mom was on, and she said Elon. I was like, yeah, I always knew those losers were saying it wrong. Elon.
I mean, I think that's like when you try to be fancy with your name because you were given a 4-letter name. God, I don't like my name. I mean, it's fine. It's boring. That's all I got.
I mean, it's not like Susan or
Susan is like boring,
Larry.
but also you have history. Like Susans are like, cookie cutter, boring, or like a random Susan that's like, just like, you ever met a black Susan? Never would I ever. Who would do that? That would be so interesting. It'd be funny though. It'd be real funny. I could look at my phone because I was early.
Did you want to do your game time?
Yeah.
What you got?
1 second. We're gonna do Family Feud. Fast money. Okay.
Okay.
Let me find it. I've gone too far. I've gone too far and crossed it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
What's that thing? We did.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You want 5 questions?
Okay.
Okay. Should I have 30 seconds on the clock? No. We don't have time for that.
30 seconds on the clock.
And name a house you never want to be in.
A haunted mansion.
Name something associated with vampires.
Fangs.
Okay. Name something in a bakery a baker might call his wife.
Pass.
Name something in a person's closet that only comes out on special occasions.
Winter sweater.
If you could go to the land of Oz, what would you ask the wizard for?
Pick a penis.
Name something in a bakery a baker might call his wife.
Might call his wife?
Yeah.
Fat.
Okay. So for the first question, you said the question was name a house you never want to be in. You said
Haunted mansion.
and
Naked
that
grandma.
is the number one answer. Oh my gosh, ew. That is the number one answer with 27 points. But you only
Ding,
get
ding,
one.
ding, ding.
You for the second question, name something associated with vampires. You said
Fangs.
fangs, and that was like only 4 points. But you get it because
Points.
it's on the list.
4 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we were like playing like a tournament, you'd be like not doing well. Name something in a bakery a baker might call his wife, and
Fat.
you said fat. That happens to not be on the list at all. So yeah. For name something in a person's closet that only comes out on special occasions.
Winter sweater.
That is not on there.
No sweaters at
No
all?
sweaters at all. No winter items at all. And for the last question, if you can go to the land of Oz, what would you ask the wizard for? You said
Naked grandma. Bigger penis.
and I'll give that to you because this is hot bod.
Hot bod.
Hot
Ding, ding.
bod.
Ding, ding.
Synonymous.
How many points was that?
4.
Dang.
Okay, so 6 to 10. 6 to
Ba-da-boo.
11.
Ba-da-boo. Bring up angel. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
As I trudge from the back of the studio. Oh, what's going on?
I do the hosting around here. 30 seconds on the clock.
Bing.
Name something you might see a commercial for during a baseball game.
Hot dogs.
Tell me a word that rhymes with election.
Selection.
When you enter a bathroom, what color do you really hope not to see in the toilet?
Brown.
If your dog ran away, name something you'd be surprised he took with him.
The refrigerator.
What's something you keep in a car just in case?
Wet wipes.
Baby.
I couldn't think anything other than refrigerator.
This is how Steve Harvey would give you. No,
I
he wouldn't even look at you. He would just look at the camera like,
I don't have an answer to that, but I think I did well on the other ones.
all right, let's see how you did. Name something you might see a commercial for during a baseball game. You said
Hot dogs.
hot dogs.
It's not on there at all.
Not on there at
At
all.
all.
Tell me a word that rhymes with election. You said
Selection.
selection. Ding ding. Number one answer, 32
Numero
points.
uno. That makes up.
When you enter a bathroom, what color do you really hope not to see in the toilet? You said
Brown.
brown. Ding ding. Number
I
one.
want to see that brown.
Number one, 61 points. If your dog ran away, name something you'd be surprised you took with him. You said refrigerator.
I couldn't get anything else out. There was nothing else coming. The second answer in my head was stapler.
How often you seen a dog carrying a refrigerator?
I know they want to. I know it's their aspirations to carry the refrigerator.
Show me refrigerator.
And you got the old sound effect. They don't do the double
they
on the new ones. Yeah.
It's more like that.
Yes.
What's something you keep in your car just in case? You said
Wet wipes. We're in the Corona times, but because I got two number one answers, I count that as 4 points together. That's fine.
it could go under a first aid kit, but I don't think it's medical supplies like first aid. I
Yeah,
don't think
because
they
if I'm like on the side of the road and I slice my hand
No,
open,
I
the
don't
wet
think they-
wipes
I don't
is
think they
helping to
give you
clean
that
the
one.
wound.
I don't think they'd give you that one.
I agree,
But
but I think we're even. I think we're pretty even. Anyway, how was your week?
My week? I have literally no idea. Would you like to tell the people that your exciting news?
I am not working at our mutual job anymore. I am nervous, but I'm
got a new job.
super glad that I was telling somebody else, like, it's for me personally, not for anybody else. This is me in my boat. Like, it's embarrassing because I'm friends with my old coworkers who have left the job, and so I don't want to be like, hey, yeah, I'm going to work again at the same place I was complaining about 3 years ago. I mean, we all complain about our jobs, but
Obviously.
yeah, it's the only way to work, honestly. So
Are you excited? When do you start?
I start in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, almost exactly. And I'm trying not to think about it because I haven't finished like with all the tests or whatever for like pre-employment. But once I do that and figure out like what the dress code is and what the expectation is and when I might be working and the time frames, then I'll be, in that frame of mind. But I love getting ready for things. I love getting ready for events, for when I was going to school.
This whole thing better not mess up our recording schedule.
Well, my days off would be Tuesday and Wednesday, if I can do that.
Who knows what I'm going to get now? Everything's going to be
Make
shifted around.
Make your availability on Tuesdays to be coming at 1:00 or
Not
12:30.
coming at all. That's what it's going to be.
I mean,
I'm not coming in at all.
And I appreciate that, like, they try to negotiate me staying, but that was never gonna happen. I've negotiated for the last 2.5 years, so we have negotiated. I have stayed for the last 2.5 years.
Give me more money.
This is my longest
not
job.
Not enough money.
What'd you think? How long do you think you'd be at started?
5.
Really?
That was the limit.
Really?
But then Pandy happened.
Pandy Express.
And I was like, well.
For me, I never like when they asked like, oh, what do you think you're gonna be doing in 5 years and 10 years? I was like, I don't know. So it was always a year when I go to an interview. I'm like, I'll be here for a year.
That's long enough for them.
5 years later.
5 years later.
It's so long, but I mean, I don't think you guys will crash and burn. But Florida's open. I had my first customer be
Florida is open.
I had my first customer be like, oh, but Florida's open. And I, politely said, oh, yeah, Florida is open, but this is
technically,
so we're still,
I don't think they have to wear one inside.
Yeah, but because we're wearing one and because we want to push for our customers to wear them, it's like the third place environment. You could bleep all this out, but because it's the third place environment and we're still creating an environment where people feel comfortable, we're gonna wear a mask. And if you're not comfortable wearing a mask, then you could just Uber Eats it. So I don't know how you're gonna bleep those things out, but yeah.
I did go to the pizza place I was telling you. The sign was masks are optional.
I don't like that.
Wore mine, but I went in. None of the workers wearing it, and I was like, "It is what it is."
Yeah, but I also like my mask. Like
You're double vaxxed.
yeah,
You've got all the vaxes.
don't say it. Makes me think of this TikTok that was like, I'm getting all the vaccines: Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson and Johnson. I'm collecting them all. You can't stop
Like
me.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Got them all.
Oh, which is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really worried, but I still, there's still vaccines to be had and things like that. Sit down. Um, there's still like not vaccines to be had, but there's still crap out there. People get sick.
When did you put this on here? Social etiquette.
Yeah.
What are we keeping or what are we getting rid of?
It was like because there are things that like people used to do, but like now it might not be so. I don't know. I may not be as chivalrous as.
What are
I think
things you used to
maybe.
do before Pandy Wandy that you don't do anymore, but wish you could still do? Mine,
I want to go out to a restaurant.
going bowling and licking my fingers after.
That's so disgusting. Ew. That's so disgusting, Joey.
Add some extra flavor. You dip it in and get some extra flavor and just go.
I wish I would have gone home after he was asleep. I wish I would have just gone home and taken a nap.
I would have had to do a solo episode.
Yeah. Or you would have to call me. Calling in is Angel.
Oh, hell no.
No, I mean you could have done it
I would
by
have
yourself.
interviewed
but then
Cairo.
just called in and been like, "Hey, what's your opinion on this?" Blah blah blah, and then I hang up.
Okay, so are we handshaking anymore?
Hell no. Even after the panini press is over, no handshakes. On my interview for this job, I dapped up people, and I do not like dapping people up. I do not like that at
disgusting.
all. But you
I'd
have
rather
no
do
choice.
nothing.
I usually go
Hi.
hi. Like we don't need a dap. Like D'Artagnan. He was like every time he tried, I was like no. And when he went in for it, I would go. Bop. It was like so funny.
Opening car doors. If you go on a date, you want them to open the car door for you?
I feel like that's so like why are you running around the car trying to open the door for me?
Chivalry.
It's not chivalrous. I don't think so.
The little lady's arms could
what's
hurt.
the point? What's the point? Like I'm gonna have to get in the car. Like is the motor function?
I think it would make more sense to open it when getting in the car than getting out. Because
Yeah.
if you're both walking up to it, you'd be like, "Here's the door for you."
Yeah.
And you're just like, "Okay, slide
Yeah.
in."
But if it's like we're both ready, and then you're like,
Don't get out the car yet. I'm coming.
I just.
But if I'm still sitting, like sometimes I'll be on my phone for a minute
Mhm.
when I park. If I'm in the car and I'm sitting there, and you walk around and you don't open that door for me, I'm like,
Oh, okay.
open
But
that door.
also, I feel like some people are
Help me
like
out.
super quick to like once you like park your car, you're out of it. I'm not that person,
No.
but I realized that you are the person to get the heck out as soon as possible. When we went to Target, and I was still like collecting my stuff, collecting my.
That's
my
only because I wasn't in
person.
my own car. But if I was in my own car, I'd be like, okay, let me get my phone. I'll put my
Okay.
headphones in,
'Cause
figure
I-
out what I'm going to listen to when I go in the
Sometimes,
store.
like when I'm actually sitting in my car, I see other people do that. I'm like, dang, you just ready to get out. You
Park and
like
go.
y'all can like, cause I had to do a pat down because I almost locked my keys in my car yesterday. I had to I locked my door, closed the door, and I was like, "Pah, wait, where are my keys?" Before the door closed and locked. So
I never lock my house door from the inside because if I do that, then I don't know for sure. You know how you can just lock the bottom lock and close it?
yeah,
Yeah. If I do that, I could lose my keys and leave them inside. So I always lock it from the outside, no matter
cool.
what. I only lock the top one
I only lock the bottom when I leave my house, but I always have my keys in my hand.
I can't
so.
trust myself to always have my keys. I've done
Yeah.
it too many
That's
times.
why I have a lanyard. Like people have like nothing on their keys. Like I don't think you have
I
anything
have a
on your
little,
keys.
the little clip.
Yeah. But I need something so I can like see it if it's in a bag and see it if it's like strewn somewhere. But for the opening car doors, we don't need to do that. I mean, only if you're going to the car. I think that's cool.
What about regular doors, like holding the door for people?
No, that's fine.
How many people in a row do you have to hold a door for?
Now, I was watching this podcast and they were like, in New York, like you can't be doing that because then you're gonna open the door for like 20 people.
It's like, how many steps behind does this person have to be? Like 2 steps?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
5
also,
steps?
what if like you see somebody that's like the same like age range demographic of you and they don't take the door for you and you're still like holding the door and it's like, now I work here.
Like if you're coming out, like I'll open it for you while you're coming out. I see somebody, depending on how far you are, I'll do a little push to give it a little extra second for them to catch up.
But you gotta time the push right because you give a push and they're not close enough and they're not willing to jog, then it's like, ugh. But it is on them. It is on them because like I got a life to live. I can't just be, you know,
pick it up.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't be. I'm not doorman. You're not paying me.
Handwritten thank you notes. Now I've never been in a situation to do this, but also I probably have because I've gotten like thank you letters and I think I've gotten presents. I don't know, but you know, have you ever written a thank you note? I feel like that's mainly for weddings. Like that's the only formal occasion that might come up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at some point, but what am I gonna do? Mail it to you?
Yeah, do you mail it? Cause like when on TV you see like a nice beautiful envelope, but you don't see no like ugly post-it note and you don't see the freaking address on there.
Yeah.
So it's like, are we writing thank you notes or are we just saying, oh my gosh, thanks for the China, and then just send a text?
I feel like a thank you note is more impersonal than just sending a text.
Well, but I like letters. So is it just because a thank you note can be easier said in person and you don't need to go through the extra effort? Because like letters are nice, like thank you, like a drawn out thing. But if it's just saying like thanks,
I guess
enjoyed it.
You went through the time to like write it, but like it seems like a waste of time and a waste of paper. Just
okay, we're getting rid of it. No thank you notes.
No thank you notes anymore. Okay. Being on time, overrated.
Obviously, Joey. Obviously,
there's a time and place to be on time.
I was on time,
and today is not that day.
Yeah. So I guess you don't have to be on. You know, there's a grace period. There's a grace. I went past the grace. You went past the grace period, but there's a grace. And you know, traffic, things like that.
Traffic.
So should we be on time? But don't be like hours late. Like if you have like a get together with like a group of people.
Yeah, if I have a get together, I will arrange myself fashionably late, 5 to 10 minutes.
You know what I'm still like, just a smidge salty about when we went to the park, jump park, and I didn't get my laser tag because somebody was so late that we were waiting for them to go on the fun things. Yeah, and so
that wasn't me that time.
It wasn't you. And there were multiple late people, and it was like so super fine.
Yes. But you still got that laser tag credit.
No, I don't. That stuff
expires.
Yeah.
You spent $20. It better not expire.
No. I spent $25, and they're like, your time is ticking. You better come in. It was right before the pandemic. It was like November 2019.
That's crazy.
And we weren't going back because it's so expensive to be there. Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. I got to do a couple compliments before we get out of here.
Yes. Go ahead and aggressively compliment some people. You got Marwan?
Marvin! I like how confident you are.
I like your facial hair that it connects.
I was going to add some mean stuff on there, but I'm not going to do it.
Okay. Vanessa? I
like how funny you are. I was gonna add some more mean stuff, but I didn't do it that
I
time
like
either.
how moisturized your hair is.
Mm.
Your mother.
Mom, you're the best. Thank you for sending me that money the other day.
You're the best. Who else commented? Nobody else.
Nana, you're also the best because you made my mom, who is the best. So, in part, that makes you the better best.
The grand best.
The grand best.
Grand Budapest Hotel. Sorry, I had to think about like what else. Who else? Nobody else.
Angel, I love how you showed up on time today.
I love it too. I got to sit in my car looking through filters. I found that tattoo filter. It was real nice.
Did see that.
But you know what? Because this is so abruptly short. Wait. Because we started late, this is going to be short. We're going. We're out of here. Goodbye.
Don't forget
So
to hit
long.
the buttons
Yes.
if that's what you want to do.
Definitely subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, be like, hey, you over there, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to their channel. Make sure you like. Make sure you stay tuned to our Instagram because we're posting updates. Like when somebody is asleep while the other person is in their car, rationing out their AC so they don't max out their battery. Yeah. Hasta la vista.
Bye.
Trying to get up here, doggo. And you need to get up here. Now's your chance. I know. Go there. Right there. Sit. Sit!
Come here,
Here, couch is discombobulated. There's nothing here. I ate my bacon good an hour ago. There was a hair and things on it.